everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for being here today. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog. What are the chances? I haven't done a reading vlog in months. I think the last time I did one was in March. And a big reason for that is because I just feel like I'm boring because all I do is work from home, go to the gym, and then sit at home. Like, I don't really go a lot of places. I don't do a lot of things unless it's like for a specific trip. So this weekend is different though, because this weekend is very wedding intensive. Not my wedding, but my friend's wedding. And I'm very excited about it. So today I am leaving to go to the wedding location, which is in the Santa Cruz Mountains. We are staying at this nice hotel, the Santa Cruz Mountains. Then tomorrow is the actual wedding. So I'll be able to like get ready with you and do my makeup and just get ready. And then on Tuesday, I'm picking up my wedding dress, which was not supposed to be ready until August, and it came in a month and a half early. So I'm gonna go pick up my wedding dress on Tuesday. I'm not gonna show it on camera because it's a surprise, but I am gonna be looking at veils while I'm there. So I'll try to get some footage of that. But it's just gonna be super fun. What's also cool is that my fiance is the best man in tomorrow's wedding, but I'm not in the wedding. So there's gonna be a lot of time today and tomorrow where I'm just sitting in the hotel getting ready for the ceremony to start, which is at like 4:30. So basically tomorrow I have like nothing to do, which means I'll be reading at the hotel. So that's kind of the plan. Let's talk about reading. The first book that I'll be bringing is an ebook. I have it on my Kindle, and it is Things We Never Got Over. This is my book club's July book pick, and I have seen so many mixed reviews on this book. I've seen a lot of people not like it, but then an overwhelmingly high rating on the internet, right? It has like a 4.3 on Goodreads. So it's like beloved, but then also people don't like it. So I'm very interested to see where I fall on that scale of like, do I love it like so many, or do I think that it's just overhyped? We will see. So I'm bringing that with me, and I thought it would be fun to like get my, like my fresh takes on the book and like kind of explaining how I'm feeling. But I also have a few books that I was thinking about bringing as well. So there's this book called Seating Arrangements by Maggie Shipstead. I believe this all takes place at a wedding or over a wedding weekend, which is literally what I'm doing this weekend. So I thought it'd be fun, just like very fitting and beautiful. And then like, I mean, the cover is like at a beach, and Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk is at a beach. So that's the first one I'm considering on taking. The second one is Electra. I have been wanting to read this so bad the last couple of weeks, and I might just like do it this weekend. I'm on the fence because I want to read it so bad, but I also feel like it might suck me in too much, and then it'll be like all I want to do, and I obviously can't be reading at a wedding ceremony. You know what I mean? Then I'm also reading You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. This is by Akwaeke Emezi. Okay, the dust jacket's not on it, so let me grab that for you. It's right behind me. It's this book, and I think I'm like 60 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it, actually. I really like the banter and the friendship in this book. The only thing is that there is a couple that has gotten married and then one of them dies, and that's kind of like the central sadness in this book. So I don't know if it's very wedding weekend, but I am really enjoying the writing, so I know that I'll read it super fast. I don't know if it's wedding weekend material. It's going in the maybe pile. So those are my options. I know I'm definitely gonna bring Things We Never Get Over, but then I don't know what the second book is gonna be, because I kind of wanted to save that wedding book for like if I decide to do a follow-up to like a wedding romances video that I did a couple weeks ago. So we'll see what happens. I also went to Target, and what's funny is I'm going back to Target this morning. I need to go back because I need a pair of heels for tonight's rehearsal dinner, and I literally tried them on, liked them, and then put them back. And now that I've left, I'm like, never mind, I need that pair of heels. And then I just need to drive to Santa Cruz, which on a Saturday, on 4th of July weekend, it is going to be hell. So I'm trying to leave as late as possible because you do not want to leave for Santa Cruz between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. That's the plan. I'm going to finish this coffee and then I'm going to go. Love you all. Let's do this thing. Hi everyone, me again, back from my errands. I got home and ate the biggest bowl of Indian food I've ever had, and then also ate it at light year speed. I don't know why I did that, but clearly I'm not like trying to eat extra healthy before this wedding, because you would have thought there was a countdown clock on me with how fast I ate that bowl of food. Anyway, I went and got my shoes. Hey, they're a little hot. You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I trying to prove? I don't know. I just don't ever wear heels like this, so they feel a little hot. I'm gonna feel attractive tonight. These are my rehearsal dinner shoes. Only $30. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And they have like the square toes. So it's like kind of trendy. I don't know. Who even knows what the fucking trends are these days? But did that. Okay, but now I'm going to pack, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to listen to an audiobook. And the audiobook in question actually is downloading right now, and it's Thank You for Listening. And thank you so much. Not only thank you for listening, but thank you, Libro FM, for this ALC copy. It's coming out soon, and I got an advanced audiobook for it. So thank you so much to Libro FM. I'm gonna go pack, and then I think I'm gonna head out. It's 1:30. What else am I doing? I had my Indian food. That's all I needed, so I'm gonna go. Check in with you later. Love you all. Bye. Hi everyone, we have made it to the hotel. I got to the hotel, we went and got some snacks, and then we got ready for the rehearsal dinner. Then we went to the rehearsal dinner, and now we're back in the room, and I thought I would do a little snack haul. Okay, here's the deal. We went to get snacks when we were both super hungry, and I am a fiend for candy, so don't judge how many snacks we got. We're not eating them all at once. Okay, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you what we picked up. First thing is I finally bought the Nerds Gummy Clusters. I saw these on the internet and was like, oh, these are really making a splash. And they were to die for. They were so good. The texture is amazing. It's so good. And then we got my favorite Sour Patch Kids. I opted for the all blues because I oftentimes just get the regular bag and then I spend the whole time looking for the blues and the reds. So yes, I'm missing the reds, but at least I don't have to hunt for any color. I just know that everyone is going to be a winner. So got those. Don't judge me for this next one. Okay. But I hate strawberry Pop-Tarts. I hate the wild berry Pop-Tarts. I hate any of the fruit flavored Pop-Tarts. And so I got my favorite, which is the hot fudge sundae Pop-Tart flavor. If you like Pop-Tarts, let me know what your favorite flavor is. Because hot fudge sundae is where it's at. This was basically my whole junior high experience in a little bag. So I love them. And then we just found these pretzels at my step-grandma's house. She had them out in a bowl, and they're the Dots Homestyle pretzels. Oh my God, if you've never had these before, you haven't lived yet. Like, I don't know what I was doing for the first 28 years of my life, because it was 28 and a half when I found these, and these are next level. I can't believe I lived so much of my life without these. So that's my little snack haul. It is now 9:15 and we're gonna watch something. I had Love It or List It on, but turned it off. I don't think we're gonna end up with Love It or List It, but it's a hotel room, so it's like they have Netflix, but you have to log into your own Netflix account, which always just feels weird to do, like in in a strange hotel room. So anyway, I'm probably not going to do any reading tonight. I'll save that for tomorrow. I'm probably going to wake up really early, so if I do that, I'll probably just start reading. But, oh, actually, that's not true. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. I did start Thanks for Listening, which is Julia Whelan, my favorite audiobook narrator's book. And it's about an audiobook narrator. And it's a romance. And I am really liking it so far. Again, it's all about like the audiobook industry and audiobooks in general. And the main character's best friend is Nigerian, which is my actual life. My best friend is from Nigeria. So I think it's super cute. And again, it's like narrated by Julia Whelan. So I'm automatically gonna love it. She could read her grocery list to me and I would love it. Anyway, that is it. I'm not going to read anything else today, and I will check in with you tomorrow. I'll get ready tomorrow. The wedding is tomorrow, and I can't wait. So, good night, my sweet little turtle doves. I will check in with you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. I am very far away from you right now because of how exhausted my face looks. These under eye bags are full to the brim, okay? But it is about 9 a.m. on the wedding day morning. I took a single melatonin last night, a single gummy melatonin. The serving size is 2, so I took half of that, and slept for about 10 hours and had some trippy dreams. But I knew with like how big today was that unless I had a melatonin, I was not going to sleep because of how excited I am. So I had one. Feels like I got hit by a bus, and it looks like it too. You know what I mean? So that's why you're far away from me right now. But I've got this nifty mic, which is why you're able to hear me crispy and clear. Anyway, so it's 9. I don't have to leave this hotel until 1:30, which means that I've got about 4.5 hours to just sit back and relax. You know what? I'm going to say more like 3.5 hours because there's going to be a good hour there where I'm getting ready and doing my hair and doing my makeup. But until that point, I'm going to start Things We Never Get Over, which is loaded up on my Kindle. Chapter 1, Worst Day Ever, from the perspective of Naomi. And I'm really excited to show you all my dress. I wore heels to the rehearsal dinner last night and was so uncomfortable, was just dreadfully uncomfortable. So now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to wear the heels that I packed, my second pair of heels for the wedding today, or if I'm going to just wear like my strappy sandals. Obviously, there's one that's like more wedding and like thoughtful and pretty, but I'm going to be there from like 1:30 to 10:30. So I want my feet to feel okay, right? Anyway, I'm going to start reading. I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to start reading. And then I'll check in with you when I have some reading updates. And then I'll check in with you when I go get some coffee. So let's do this thing. 9 a.m., wedding day. So excited. Let's see how I feel about this romance, which gets very mixed reviews. And just have a blast. So there we go. Happy Sunday and good morning, my friends. Hello, everyone. It is now basically 11 a.m., which means it's been 2 hours since we checked in. And I wasn't reading the entire 2 hours, but I read for a lot of it, and yet I'm only 11% into this book. I did not realize how long it was until after we chose the book for the Late Night Book Club. And so Elias ordered the paperback version, and it's like almost 600 pages. And I've never seen just a regular contemporary romance that long. I know that there's like fantasy romances that are that long, or like I know that Outlander is long like that, but that's more historical and like wartime, I think. This is just a contemporary romance. So I'm confused why it's so long. Anyway, yeah, so I'm 11% into the book, and I'm actually enjoying it. I think there has definitely been a few parts where I'm like, okay, like that was a little cheesy, or like, yes, that wasn't written perfectly, but for me, I'm just having fun with it, and that's usually how it is for romance with me. Like, I'm just here to have a good time, not a long time. Although this is going to be a long time, so... So I'm having fun. I think that the chemistry between the main girl and like the supposed main guy in the romance is pretty good. There's like a brother, like the main guy has a brother who's also attractive, who's like adding this kind of like love triangle type of tension. So I think it's interesting, and I like what's going on with the main character's niece. Basically, the main character sister is like, hey, I need your help. Like, I'm in a really bad place. Can you please come down to Virginia or North Carolina, Virginia, to help me out? And so she goes down there, and then her twin sister completely abandons her, like steals her car, breaks into her hotel room, steals everything, steals all her money, steals her laptop, and then abandons her with her niece that she didn't even know existed. And so I'm liking that kind of, I think it adds another layer of like, okay, we've got some family drama that's like true drama. It's not just like, oh, me and my dad don't get along. It's like true drama. She's been abandoned with this niece who she didn't know existed until right now. And I think that that's an interesting bit of tension that will be fun to explore throughout the book. It also reminds me, so I told you all that I started Thanks for Listening by Julia Whelan. And the main character doesn't really believe in romance, just believes in unhappy endings. Like, she's had a really rough time in life, and so she's just like, romance novels are bullshit. And she's able to recover, where she like makes it sound like those aren't actually her feelings, but there's a romance narrator that like pulls her to the side, and she's like, I have been through hell and back, and romance is the thing that makes me believe that I deserve a happy ending too. And so romance novels are like therapy to me. And I thought that was really sweet because I didn't really realize that that's what I was doing the last year. I've been reading so much romance. It's something that really distracts me from real life and takes me out of my own head. And when your head has been a pretty bad place to be, romance can be really, really sweet. So anyway, that's the reading for now. Again, it's like 11, so I have a couple more hours before I need to leave. I was gonna go get coffee, but there was a group of people that were already out, like running errands, and so they did a coffee run for people, and so I don't think I'm gonna leave this hotel room. I don't think I'm leaving it until I'm ready to go to the wedding. So I'm gonna keep reading a little bit, and then I'm going to get ready. I brought so many earrings for a single wedding because I had to make sure that I was accessorizing appropriately. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading. Catch up with you later. All right, just gonna do a little voiceover to say how beautiful this wedding was. My friend who got married did all the signage and like decorated the tables, and it was just like her vision completely brought to life in such a beautiful way. The venue was also super, super unique because it was like both elegant but then very, very rustic, and it was like in the Santa Cruz Mountains, so it was beautiful. The weather was perfect. And their vows were super, super sweet. So it was so fun seeing a friend get married. And Now I'm gonna hand you back off to Noelle. Hi everyone. Just got back from the wedding and it was gorgeous. It was amazing. I had seen some pictures of the wedding dress, which were obviously beautiful, but seeing it in person was just a vision. It was wonderful. The personal vows were super cute. I don't know if I showed you my outfit, but I wore this dress. It's from Lulu's. I felt like Merida from the movie Brave. Sadly, I forgot the bow and arrow kit that she uses, but aside from that, I felt like Merida, and it was just so fun. So it was a great day. Now I'm going to go shower. I'm going to wash my face and apply the thickest layer of moisturizer I have ever seen, and I'm going to try to drink about 1.5 gallons of water because I didn't drink any water today, and it shows because of this pounding headache I've developed. So I'm going to go shower, I'm going to moisturize, I'm going to hydrate, and then I'm going to do some reading. But it was a beautiful night. I had so much fun. And now it's time to get out of these fucking heels. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. We just got back from Santa Cruz. It was, I think I already told you this, but it was a beautiful wedding, super fun, really great seeing two friends get married, especially like knowing them through most of their relationship and seeing the day finally come was very sweet. Anyway, I did do some reading this morning for Things We Never Got Over. And again, I'm enjoying it. I think that it's fun. I think that there's going to be some very interesting, tension between the two main characters, but then also the brother of the guy main character. I think there's going to be, an interesting triangle of, tension going on. It's not very fast-paced because the book is so long, and that's actually, my complaint is that I feel like I'm making my way through the story and I'm invested, and then I see that I'm only 20% into it, and I'm like, a 600-page romance is just a lot. It's just, that is a long romance. And I don't think that, for me, I'd rather read 2 romances that are each 300 pages than one romance that is 600 pages, unless it's something like a series, like a fantasy romance or a historical romance that needs a lot of context. For this, I don't know if that much context is needed, but again, I'm also enjoying it. I think it's just a little disheartening when you've read so much and then you're like, oh my God, I'm not even a third of the way through. So anyway, that's the reading so far. Oh my God! Also, I read listened to more of Thanks for Listening by Julia Whelan, and I am loving it. The main character kind of met this man just randomly in Vegas at this romance convention, and they hit it off immediately, and it's super romantic and super flirty and really fun, and they kind of know that it's only going to be for that day. They know it's not going to go any further, but you're very aware that the guy might be someone who he said he wasn't, and so they probably will cross paths very soon. I think the friendship chemistry between her and her best friend is totally believable and really encouraging and loving. I think that the flirtation between the two main characters is really enticing, but then I also think that the main character has definitely gone through something. She has been through a really bad accident, but we don't know anything about it yet. So there's a lot of intrigue around her backstory and her family and things she went through in her past that we're obviously going to know more about. Anyway, I'm going to go to food now. First, I'm going to make a coffee. Then we're going to go to lunch. Check in with you later. Goodbye. All right, everyone. It is wedding dress morning. I'm going to Sacramento now to pick up my dress. We're going to this really cool bridal shop, and I'll try to get some B-roll while we're there. I'm not going to show my dress. Obviously, it's a surprise, but I'm going to show some veils maybe, some accessories, and just have a freaking blast. So my mom's walking out now. Grace is with me, It's a whole little wedding party thing. And we're doing this thing. All right, love you. Bye. Okay, just another little voiceover to talk about the wedding dress pickup situation. So I found my wedding dress at A&B Bridal in Sacramento with the help of the wedding stylist, Teresa, who was an absolute gem, just an incredible, incredible human who was so kind and was just amazing. So can't recommend her enough at the Sacramento location. But I found my wedding dress a couple months ago, and this appointment was all just about picking up the dress and finding a veil. So I tried on like 5 different veils, all different like lengths and different trims and different types of lace and different embellishments, and ended up going with a style that I was not expecting. I love how it turned out, obviously, but when I walked in, I definitely thought I was going with something else, which was super, super fun. And I had my mom and my maid of honor Grace with me, and it was just really, really sweet. So I can't recommend A&B Bridal enough. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I just can't recommend their store enough. Like, the Sacramento location's gorgeous, but then also everyone that works there is just super pretty. So anyway, yeah, and then this clip is just a little tiny sneak peek of the dress. So I'm so excited, and I'm gonna hand you back over to me. Hello, everyone. I am back from my bridal appointment. I picked up my wedding dress, I tried it on. Oh my God! So I picked out the veil, picked out some earrings that I was not expecting to buy. I just thought like, oh, I'll figure out accessories later. And then the woman who is helping me, her name is Teresa at A&B Bridal in Sacramento. She's amazing. She showed me some jewelry, and she showed me a pair of earrings. She's like, this might be totally off base, but I think it might work. And I saw them and I was like, these are awesome earrings, but just not for my wedding day. And then I put them on. And I was like, yes. So it went really well. It was really, really fun. I hope the B-roll was fun to look at, but that was that. But as for a last update for this reading vlog, because I actually leave for vacation tonight, I wanted to sign off with talking about some reading, as always. So, I mean, this was technically a reading vlog that had almost no reading in it. So, anyway, I woke up at 5 a.m. for really no reason. Just woke up and then could have fallen back asleep, but instead I started thinking about things we never get over, or things we never got over. And I was like, I wonder what's happening. Like, I wonder what happens in this book. How does it go? And so from 5 to 7 a.m., I just read for 2 hours straight. It was awesome. I'm definitely feeling it now because I'm exhausted, but I feel like we're getting deeper into the book. I'm over halfway done now, and I feel like we're really starting to get into the meat of the drama and like the relationship that's budding. So with all that being said, obviously I'm enjoying the reading experience because I keep wanting to pick it up, right? Like this morning, I could have easily gone back to sleep, but instead I was like, let's see what's happening in this book. So I'm enjoying it, and I'm hooked on the story. I like this relationship of aunt to niece. There's like good family drama happening behind the scenes, and then a good like enemies to lover thing going on. The one problem that I have is that the enemy part feels too harsh. The main guy in this book can be really, really mean, and not just standoffish or not just cold, but he verbally can be very rude, to the point where I'm like, I want this dude to get called out, not because I'm like, oh, like he just has to be like put in his place because like love is real. It's more like, I think that like, oh, if like a boy is mean to you in elementary school, that means he likes you. And we all like can understand that that's not a good mindset, and like we shouldn't be teaching young kids to accept rude treatment. And I think that's kind of what's happening in this book, at least for how I'm reading it. It feels very much like he is genuinely bullying her, and I think it's because he's rejecting his attraction to her because he doesn't want to be attracted to someone like her. But he is actually rude to her. Like, he actually picks on her and he calls her names, and he's just like really cold and really short and like throws a fit, and it's just like, that is what I'm not loving. So even though I love the enemies to lovers trope, I think that the enemy side has swung too mean, and I would like it to be like, it's okay to be a little cold, or for like both of them to think that the other one doesn't like the other person for various reasons, but he specifically feels really mean, and we can tell that the main girl is really nice deep down, like she's nice to everyone, but because he's been so rude to her, she feels like she has to match his energy. So anyway, that is what I was reading. I haven't listened to any more of Thanks for Listening, but I was really enjoying it the last time I picked it up. I really like this like audiobook, romance. Like, it's both talking about the audiobook industry and then also the romance genre and how it's not taken seriously. And I think that's really fun. And again, we've got like a one night stand thing that like maybe will become more at some point. So overall, this vlog was more about just like trying to capture this weekend and have fun and just hang out with you all. And I didn't do as much reading, but I also really enjoyed the reading that I did. And yeah. Anyway, that's the vlog, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!